Hey parents, today I want to talk to you about the difference between respect and respectful behavior. They seem a lot alike, and when your kids are young, you may not be able to see the difference quite so easily. Respect is a feeling, and like love, we cannot demand our kids respect us. We may want to, but we can't. We simply cannot force that from anyone, really. Respectful behavior is an action. And we can expect that, and we should expect that from our children. We can teach that. We can expect that they respond in a certain way to us and they treat us a certain way. One of the things we should be doing, however, is giving that respect in return, treating them a certain way. As with a lot of things that we're teaching our children, the most powerful teacher is us as a model. If we model the behavior we want from our kids, many times they are just going to naturally begin to reciprocate that behavior. However, there's a lot of it that we'll have to teach. And respectful behavior is something that we can set boundaries around, we can teach them, we can model with them. We can also teach them the difference between their feelings and their actions and teach them that though they may have some negative feelings, that doesn't mean they have to react based on their feelings. They can actually control their actions, and we can teach them to respond in certain ways. And that's what we want to do. If they're angry with us, there's going to be a lot of times where they're angry with us because we have to make hard decisions for them, and we have a lot of information that they don't have that may cause us to make a decision contrary to what they're hoping for or what they expect. So when we have to make those decisions, they may be upset and they may be angry, and that's okay. We can empathize or sympathize with their feelings, but we can still expect that they treat us respectfully, that they don't yell at us or speak rudely to us, slam doors, throw things, walk away while we're talking, things like that. Those are behaviors that we can teach them the appropriate way, and then we can expect that. But that is respectful behavior. So let's not confuse that with respect. In order to get the respect, we have to earn it. And that's something that sometimes as parents, we think comes with the territory, right? I'm your mom, I'm your dad. You should respect me because I'm your mom or your dad. But that's not true. The same as positions of authority in our community and in our country. We may respect the position, but that does not mean we respect the person. And our children are the same way, and it's the same way for us as parents. So we need to foster and earn that respect. And we do that by building relationship with our kids, by being involved, by being consistent, by living with integrity, by standing by our word, not making empty promises, not saying things just to appease them in the moment. Only to go back when we're out of that moment. For example, they're pitching a tantrum because they can't have a cookie or they can't do this. And we say, well, you can do this later, or we'll go do this in place of it. And then the time comes and they're expecting us to do it, but it's not convenient. Or we have to say, well, no, we're not going to do that. Going back on your word is a big way to lose respect with your kids. Treating them respectfully, treating your spouse and those around you respectfully, living with integrity. If they see that you mean what you say and that the choices you make are made with integrity, then they will respect you for that, even if it's a hard choice. Controlling our emotions, and that's something as parents that we really have to work on is, we don't want them to respond to us in anger. That means we need to control our responses when we're upset and frustrated. And trust me, your kids, if you don't know this already, can frustrate you more than most anyone in the world. So we have to learn to maintain our patience with them if we expect them to maintain their patience with us. And if we want their respect, then we have to do the things we're asking of them. If we ask them to treat us respectfully, but we don't treat them respectfully, what is that saying about us? So again, remember, we are parenting not for the right now, not for the moment, but for the future. We're parenting for that time when they get to make their own choices. And if we can keep our focus on that and look at situations now. How can we build towards that? How can we build towards a relationship where our teenagers, even through all of those emotions, all of those changes they're going through, still look to us for advice, still choose to remain under our authority while they're still in our home, because they're going to make that choice at some point, and that's our goal, is to parent for that moment. We want to be the people that they turn to when they have a choice about who they follow and who they listen to and who they respect. Thank you, parents.